Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. We'll get this to about the 38.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Here we go, set.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Stevens. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
From the gun on 3rd down, Christie. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Back to throw. Christie. Campbell making the catch. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. 3 points, probably not going to win this Super Bowl, but at least you get something on the opening drive.
And it's certainly not going to lose it. So the bottom line is, come away with the points now, come back and get greedy later, and try and put it in the end zone.
Powering his way forward. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Looking to put a drive together. Off play action. Richardson. Throw left side complete. That's Sullivan. So 8 yards on the completion there. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. 3rd and 4. Richardson looking to throw. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Sullivan. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1.
Dragon 60. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
They'll go for it. Here's Richardson. And he is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Charles, their first drive of the game, and already they're taking chances here, but they get the 4th down conversion. I'm curious, do you think that that's something they game planned for on the opening drive if it came up, or is that something that happened organically?
I think that they game planned for it, Brandon, and when you think about it, let's just say it. The word analytics is a big part of how everyone looks at a game nowadays, but it's not just the analytics. It's a coach willing to be daring, willing to be bold, and they certainly were there.
60 Vikings. 60 Vikings.
They'll run on 1st down. Overstreet. And a short gain down to about the 33.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Second down and 8. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. Richardson shotgun on 3rd down. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 19.
Drop 60.
1st and 10 at the
70 Ranger. 70 Ranger. Warriors 70.
Now it's Richardson. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the 1st down marker. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you.
Come on.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Bucs have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Jaguars 3.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They trailed early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The biggest game, the biggest stage, Super Bowl 63, one quarter in the books. 7-3 the score. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 6. Now a handoff up the middle. Stevens. Now he's free at the 35. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there. 68 yards. And the Jaguars are able to move back in front. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 10-7.
10. Buccaneers 7. Cam Little, the kickoff.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. From the 38 now, here's a 2nd and 7. Richardson working from the gun. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play, because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now Richardson. He'll try to pick it up himself. And off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense?
Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
Ready? Dragon 60. Here we go.
Back to the air with Richardson. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. A great effort there. 41 yards. And the Bucs have moved out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, look and repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive. and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Operating from the gun, Christie. Right side, he finds his receiver, Horton. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the gun on 3rd down, Christie. He's got his target. That's complete. But he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10.
Here we go.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Looking to throw. Christie. He's got a man. Downfield is Horton. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 18. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll get this out quickly to Campbell. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you to the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
Catch made here by Campbell. And he'll be brought down shy of the 1st down marker at the 11. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. And his kick is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So the margin shrinks a bit as back-to-back drives here for him in with field goals.
Yeah, we know no one's turning down 3, especially in the first half, but you've got to finish these drives in the end zone. That's got to be a priority. Nice to have a reliable kicker. To the outside of his agent, you know you'd rather him kick 1-pointers instead of 3-pointers.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in the touchdown. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 73 yards.
Goal at the 4-yard line.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Brandon, if I wanted to run the football this close to the goal line, I think I just turn around and hand it to my tailback. Too many things could go wrong in this situation. I think they're fortunate just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Cowboy 80. Ready.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 8. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And it's a fumble. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
19, Charger, 19.
Richardson. McKinnon is complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
18, Pioneer. 18, Rattler. 18, Rattler.
From the shotgun, Richardson. They'll find the tight end, Sullivan, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Richardson yet again. Now he's going to step up and run. Oh, and that is incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go over the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
On the ready.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Here's Richardson to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
And once he escaped the pocket there, he tried to keep those eyes downfield, but nothing was materializing. So he makes a smart move and gets that to the sideline.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Richardson looking to throw this. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Buccaneers continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is up to 15 now. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. Throwing to start the drive. Christie. And this offense going to look to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. A final shot before break. Christie. Open man. He's got his tight end, Elijah Arroyo. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Cam Little to kick off for the Jaguars.
These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. A dangerous return man showing it here. And he'll return this one all the way out of the other side of the field.
That's a tremendous start to the 3rd quarter. These guys had their foot on the gas the entire first half. They continue to keep the accelerator down.
They go play action with Richardson. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I thought at first he'd try to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And he rifles one incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Yeah, Richardson back to throw it. He'll try and do this himself. Well, almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. 4th down.
Thanks to his effort, they now have a big choice to make here. He just ran them into field goal range with that one, so here come the choices. Do they kick it here, or do they trust him to make another big play and possibly get a first down?
This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. They'll try and run for it. Down the left sideline. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Buccaneers will extend their 3rd quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Another 6-yard carry, same as last play. First down.
That's good for the Jaguars. First down. It's a gain of 6. First down.
Back to throw. Christie. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Just what they need, electric from May, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
He finds his man, complete. That's Horton. Touchdown, Jaguars. Torrey Horton, 67 yards. And the Jaguars get a bit closer. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
They'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Let's go now. Liking 18.
From the 39, Richardson. To the right side, catch made by Ibuka. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift, because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. Richardson out of the shotgun. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first.
Ready? Tap the 60. Tap the 60. 18 cards.
Richardson going to move him around.
Trap 60. Trap 60. Go.
Now a play fake here on first down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Third quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. 50 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Come on, come on. Hey, Buffalo East, Buffalo East.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there, because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try and run for it. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. He needed a couple, but he didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
On second down, ETN once more. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. There'll be some contact going on.
On 3rd down, here's ETN. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, it wasn't a goal line situation, but how about the goal line formation on 3rd and short? They went in, went heavy. No surprise on who was going to get the football. How about the power exhibited there?
Yeah, that was just put a hat on a hat and drive forward. Nice job to pick it up. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
He finds his man complete. It's Horton.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
From the gun on 3rd down. Christie. They'll get this out to the flat for ETN. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne, 31 yards. And the Jaguars are able to cut into that deficit. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum is sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats, go!
Richardson looking to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 3.
Smash Bronco! Get it! 68, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
middle they go. Overstreet. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like he'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 54 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Ready? 19. Check mash. Check mash. Ready?
Right back to him on first down. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Looking to throw. Richardson. Throw left side complete. That's Simpson. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters in the books. 1 to go here in Super Bowl 63 in that final frame after this timeout. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Okay, ready? Go!
Now Richardson going to shift things up.
7 Pirates, 7 Buffalo 18.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's got his receiver. That's Ibuka. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
The whole idea of the screen pass is to fool the defense in a big way and create a big play.
They weren't fooled.
Not 1 second, not 1 bit. How about them figuring it out, diagnosing it, and spilling it for lost yardage?
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to make it a 2-score game. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. Penalty accepted, and that pushes him back 5. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He's going to field this at the 4. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. They'll start on the ground, ETN. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Operating from the gun, Christie. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Out of the gun now on third down. He's in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a fourth down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
He finds his man complete. It's Horton. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up second down.
Timing is so important on a route like this, because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late, because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
They'll look to throw again. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Torrey Horton, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Jaguars have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the fourth. So here we go now as the Jaguars will go for 2.
The Jaguars will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try and throw for it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good.
Buccaneers 35, Jaguars 33. Cam Little, the kickoff for the Jaguars.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Oh, a good looking. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Now it's Richardson. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football to places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Tag.
Now Richardson. Looking left side, and it's complete. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A big play there. His second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Buccaneers are starting to pull away in the fourth quarter of this Super Bowl. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes this a 9-point game.
Buccaneers 42, Jaguars 33.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And we're at the time of this Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the fourth quarter as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Christie. And that, nearly picked off. Well, it would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's second down.
Oh, this defense knows. Fourth quarter, they need to make a play. That one was ripe for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
That's over the middle. Taken in by Horton. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. They'll look to throw now on first down. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it's second down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver, that makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Back to throw again. He's got his target. That's complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 37. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Buccaneers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Well, time, I mean, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defensive side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Second and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. 60 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
65, 65.
Throwing now is Richardson. And got his man complete. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
They'll try the left side. Overstreet. And power running here down to the 6-yard line.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
The Tampa Bay Buccaneers have won the Super Bowl, and they will hoist the Lombardi Trophy to cap an amazing season. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling, because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.
Commissioner Goodell up on the podium, going to make the trophy presentation to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They are the champions of Super Bowl 63. So that'll do it for another remarkable season of the NFL on EA Sports. For my partner, Charles Davis, all of our crew, for all of you at home, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We'll do it all again come the fall. Till then, good night from the Super Bowl.